your host, Miss Londa. Talk Podcast. Sip and Talk Podcast. Sip and Talk Podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back again, and we have a lovely guest joining us this evening. I also have my co-host, Boom, with Podcast Lit this evening. So our co-host tonight is the beautiful Red Stitts. Red is a corporate. She has a corporate career in mental health, human services. She's also a model, a brander, a brand ambassador. She's a radio host, and she also owns a Lash-and-Accessory business. So she's going to be here this evening to tell us, discuss, her career, her path, and where she sees herself going, and some other things that she may have going on. So we're just going to give her a little time to get signed on and come on in with us. Uh-oh. Let's see where she's at. Yeah. And we have a lovely guest for you. Hello, Belinda and Renee. How are you guys doing? All right, she'll be here in 2 minutes. Just be patient with us, you guys. What's for dinner, Miss Belinda? Me, if out can find. What? Hey, Renee. Second Renee. It's 2 Renees in here. Our guest is coming on in just a second. I know. Sounds good. Hello, Rico. We're losing viewers. They coming in, but then they leaving. Hi, Michael. All right, she is here.
I'm about to be working. Go away. Sorry, you guys. I am a mom before I am anything else. So hi, everybody. Go to the park.
Hello. That's okay. So I just was, I just kind of did the introduction and let them know, some of the things that you have going on. But I'll go over them again because some people just sign on. So this is the beautiful Red Stitch. She has a career in uh, mental health, human services. She's a model. She's a brander, a brand ambassador. She's a radio host, and she also owns a lash and accessory business. So you got a lot going on.
I do. That's just a little bit of it. First and foremost, you guys, I am Red. I am the beautiful Red model before I am anything else.
Okay. All right.
I love the millions of other things that I have been privy to do, and I definitely appreciate all opportunities. So it is no shade to anybody, but my craft and my love is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So
It take a lot. It take a lot to model. People don't realize that.
oh, I know. I'm quite sure it's not just simple as putting on clothes and taking pictures.
A lot
I'm
of people think
sure.
it's just taking pictures, baby.
And I know,
It
I'm
is
sure it's
not
more to
just
it than
taking
that.
pictures. And anybody who takes their craft seriously, I know that they would agree with me.
And so, how long have you been a model?
I actually started modeling when I was 15.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, not to date myself, y'all, but the beautiful Red is a little older now. So I am 35 years old. So I got me a dub in the game. So I
Okay.
have been doing makeup modeling for a long time. I've done hair, I've done nails, I've done skin, but I've been privy now to tap into my size being more acceptable into what they consider a plus size model. So I have
Hmm.
to that a lot
Okay.
more artists and I think a lot more designers and stuff are now looking for nowadays. So it's allowed me to now kind of tap back into my modeling in a different way, not just makeup, not just
Okay.
face, not just print. So I've been able to tap back in a way different way now. This millennial stuff is way different though. Social media is way different with modeling now. I come from the
Yeah.
age of modeling when they emailed you. That's always one of my punchline jokes. They used to email me when they wanted to book you.
Yeah.
When they wanted to book you, they emailed you back in the day. They didn't go ask you how many followers you had.
Okay.
That's something that's brand new to me now. They be like, how many followers you got? I'll be like, boy, I just got an Instagram. My sister just made that stuff 3 months ago.
Okay. So, have you did any like professional modeling for like maybe like any like
I have done Target. I have done QVC, old ass Kmart. I've been doing all kind of makeup ads. I've done a lot of your local brands. So anybody who has a makeup line here in Minnesota, whether it be a Fendi Minnesota extension or because everybody has their own extensions to each state as well. So CoverGirl extension of Minnesota. I've done a lot of my own. Plus I've released my own cosmetic line called MB Lashes and Accessories. So I'm my own walking face and brand. But yeah, I've had a light touch basis to be done. I've done a lot of catalog work with Target and that type of stuff over the years.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then QVC is the home shopping network. Yeah, at night I'm infomercial girl.
Really? Which infomercial?
I am. I started doing that back when I was like 19, off and on through my 20s. It's been a little bit since I had a chance to be able to work with QVC, but definitely shout out to you guys for getting me started out there.
Okay. And
I did.
oh, did you have a question, Boo?
No, I was about to say that's one of those channels I'll be skipping past. I guess I got to get more.
When you be sleeping, you wake up. I promise you. Just pay
That's
a
what
little
I was
closer
just going to
attention.
say.
Sometimes because of my middle grade ethnicity, I get casted as the other. So you guys get me on the during the day. I'm normally like the extra. Y'all know I change my hair colors. My lashes is normally big. It's about as plain as y'all gonna get me today. I'm in mom mode right now. So, normally, red give you a little all the time.
You look straight.
But
You look straight. You did. You did.
I appreciate that, Bo.
I don't want to come off all thirsty, but you great. You did.
We give y'all a natural glow today.
So, I was gonna say, have you auditioned for like anything, like any like reality TV shows or anything? Because I noticed like a lot of people when they go on them shows, they are promoting like they brand and stuff like that. Have you tried doing any of that?
I have been asked to do a lot of TV shows, so a lot of people reach out to me for doing things. I just started doing other stuff. I'm not like a funny ha person, and I'm actually really private when it comes to my personal life. So when it comes to like letting people know what's going on behind the scenes, I'm just getting used to being able to share some of those things. Like I keep a lot of my personal life and my entertainment life separate because I come from an era where you were supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay private. You're supposed to keep your business to yourself. The whole sharing things and vlogging and letting people know what I have going on all the time, that's a little new for somebody like me. So I have had the opportunity to be in talks with a lot of different opportunities with reality TV, VH1, Roku TV, a lot of stuff for stars that is coming up. So I got some things I can't necessarily speak on, as you guys know, until it is in the works and you have signed your name on the dotted line. You are not allowed to shout it out. But I am the brand ambassador for Minnesota's Twin Cities Ladies Club, which is ran by AB. So that is the Minnesota's reality TV show that is a spotlight now on Minnesota businesses, different brands, different artists. She's actually an artist herself who's kind of changing her lifestyle. So I was brought on as a brand ambassador for her to critique her look, make sure that she's ready for photo shoots, make sure that her staff is ready, that type of stuff. So I do a lot of behind the scenes work as well, not just like the in front of the scenes.
Oh, so you're not only just a model, but you also help.
I am. I call myself a brander. So I definitely want to touch bases with that because there's a difference between being a brand ambassador and a brander. So a brand ambassador is what I do for some of my brands like Mailbox Money. I have Luxury Dream Productions. I have Confidant. Again, I still have Target. I have some other people that I'm still signed to that I'm currently working with. Memphis Cole here in Minnesota. I have Grizzlies line. I have GI Jizzles, which is Dirt Bags. I'm affiliated with a lot of people, especially here in Minnesota, out there in New York. I'm radio show host for the Record Radio, which is the person who introduced us. Shout out to Gaza.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you. She definitely a cool energy. He was like, you gonna like her. He was like, you gonna like her. But girl, I done lost my train of thought. Look at me. It's been a long day.
Okay. So I was just gonna ask you about. So, in mental health, are you a coach or are you an actual like psychologist?
I am an actual licensed therapist, which a lot of people don't know about me. So I study body language and I specialize in gender dysphoria, which a lot of people don't know. A lot of people move to Minnesota because we are an LGBT positive state, actually. Mm-hmm. So we pay for a lot of surgeries and therapy, and it's a thought process behind a lot of it. So I am the person who helps support you get on the other side of your journey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I specialize in just body language and teaching people how to read that in business so that you are aware of how people may not be able to speak their form of business, but also be able to read it to someone. So that's part of like my branding stuff. Like I take my crafts very serious. If it's a service that I offer to you, 9 times out of 10, I got a degree in it or a certificate in it because I am a person that likes to talk my stuff and be able to know what I'm talking about. I don't want to be the person that's just running my mouth, or when you go check my credentials, you can't find it. It's there.
Right. Okay. It's there. Gotcha. Okay. And how long have you been a radio host?
For the last 7 months. I actually had did a radio show interview. And, at the beginning, For the Record Radio was just an all male cast. So it was Kush, Gaza, OG, Potts, and I did the radio show with him, and he was like, everybody want to know who Red is. Everybody want to know who Red is. They first of all, they was like, your flyers went crazy, and then they was like, who's this girl? Because I told him, I said, y'all gotta stop looking at art as just being an artist. No, I'm sorry, I ain't musically talented, but I promise you, I can find you a person who could sing, who could sing, who could rap, who can do whatever you need me to do. I consider myself the plug in that way. So what I cannot provide for you, I can find somebody very close to me who will be able to give you quality work. So art for me is also what I do. Like a lot of people, like I said, modeling for me is not just stepping behind the camera and taking a picture. Anybody who has had the ability to work with me, they will let you know. Modeling is something I take near and dear to heart. It's something I've practiced. It's something I've studied. It's something I put my time and my energy into. So when you step behind the camera or I'm shooting with you, I appreciate your time and energy. So I'm going to give you all of me in that moment. Whether it's crazy hair, crazy makeup, you got me laying in the state. They didn't have me in the cornfields. It'd be cold, naked. First of all, I'm plus size model, okay? And then I do lingerie modeling. So a lot of what I don't post is because I got brothers, I have a father, I have a baby father, I have people that I try to protect the respect of. So you gotta pay me, you gotta come look for my
Bro,
face.
your
You go to my
sister,
website and
bro.
you
I
want to see
see
my
your
pictures, because
sister.
otherwise I am the selfie queen, because I'll do any photo shoot. There's not something that I work with photographers who like to think outside of the box. We do cosplay. I've been Tiffany. I've done Cruella de Vil. I've done all kind of different people who I've been able to have the ability to express an entire different side of me. Because where I'm not a ha funny person, I give you a character if you want me to give you one. So
Okay.
I feel like I pride myself on being able to deliver quality work when I stand behind that camera. And this for me is new, being able to like talk to people. I'm always the one doing the interview. So now it's different for me being the one being interviewed. So radio has set me up for that. Gaza is definitely a big brother and a mentor. For the record,
Yeah.
has taught me how to be myself. And I think I came into it because you know how dudes be, girl, they be like, she just a girl. What's she gonna do on the radio? Like,
Yeah,
for real.
he's not like that at all.
They
Because
really like, he like, you cute, but they like, I don't know. So I
yeah,
told him, I said, give me a little bit. I said, give me a little bit. I'm just kind of stepping back in, figuring out my way, because at the time I was still updating like my license and getting my school stuff done. I'm still in dental school, y'all. I'm still finishing my
did you just say dental school?
I am in
So
dental
you
school
going
because
to
I
dental
offer
school?
whitening and gym treatment. I offer dental treatments. You got on my teeth is real white.
Oh, okay.
But I offer whitening and gentle gym treatment. So anything, like I said, I have a service and I try to make sure I have a license in or something I can provide you a quality service. Again, I'm a person who likes to stand behind my name. If you do not think about your name and the quality of your brand, whether it's my lashes or the makeup or me doing a service for you, whether it's styling or branding your brand, I give you me. That is part of what you signing up for. Not only do you get me, I got 15 siblings, so promotion in the bag. Like,
Okay,
that's
that's
how
a
that
good.
go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, that's an automatic. And then I'm tied into so many people where I really don't got no bad name out here in the street. If a person don't like me, you don't like me because somebody else don't like me 9 times out of 10, and you don't know me. I'm
Because
not an
they
easy
ain't
person
you.
to get close to, so that probably is sometimes the only thing that I do have to watch. Like, never take it offensive if a person walks up to me and they're like, you don't remember me. I promise you, baby, send me a message and we can get to know each other. I'm not a funny acting person. I'm probably one of the coolest females you'll ever come across. Again, being on the radio has taught me to be able to just, but I'm like I tell everybody in a funny way, I'm a cute dude. Like, I got 10 brothers. Like, for real, my daddy got a lot of kids and my brothers is solid. They the ones that developed my name. Obviously, I'm a red bone. Red. My mama been calling me beautiful for my whole life. But these niggas been calling me ugly my whole life too. So, but you know how your brother say something to you, but he
yeah,
really means something else?
yeah.
It was always a metaphor in my life. Girl, you ugly. Girl, you ugly. Girl, you ugly. But let another person say that to me. So it was
Right.
never like a reassurance thing. So the beautiful red was developed over time. People don't think that ain't the name that came up. My mama and them gave me the name a long time ago. It's something I've been stuck with. I just been stuck with it. I just didn't try to turn it into something now that ain't just makeup and art. That's what I was telling guys on them. Like, y'all need a female energy. You can't just have a whole bunch of dudes on the radio all the time. You need another side. So when they start getting their reviews, and then, it's a little easier for a dude to want to holler at a female. And then on top of that, not only do I go bougie with you real quick and give you Andria, red all day long, we from the streets. I'm from a hood near you. I keep with my brothers in them all the time. But I ain't number one of the homeboys. I'm just cute with it, so I give you something to look at. You want to talk to me, I'm going to make you want to be my friend. So when it comes to dudes, you got to let it, like, when it comes to them, and they especially come to artists, I'm the first person to be like, you a rapper? Open your mouth. Give it to me. You a rapper. Show me what you got. Same way when a person say, like, camera, action, girl, I'll give you some eyes in 30 seconds.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing my whole life. So I put everything behind this. Shout out to another female doing a whole lot of good. Boom, you doing your stuff too. I'm proud of you too, but you know what I'm saying. The walk in the room with y'all all the time. Y'all don't. Sometimes y'all just see us as girls. Y'all do.
Well, see, and on this platform, it was the opposite for me. It was all females, and I wanted a guy, and I had finally found the right guy when I found Boom. Now we've gotten to some heated discussions, but I mean, he good for the show.
That's what it be though. You gotta have people who ain't scared to tell you, like, hey, I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
But me and guys would be on the phone. Y'all don't even want to know what go home. People send their music to me now because I'm doing the radio stuff, and they think that I honestly don't, that we just listen. We don't listen. People just put everybody on the radio. I'm sorry, that's not what we do. We do authentic, independent artists. Like, we are here to support you. We got us, but at the same time, you do need to have a little bit of talent for me to put my name behind you. Now it's still business, so you want to throw some dollars at me? Okay, now we can talk about it. I got some little open mics and shows I can put you up on, but I'm not gonna stand my name and approval on you if you garbage. You gonna put some work into this if this is what you really want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I am not a person who gonna gaslight you either. I'm gonna let you know, baby boy, you holler on over that music.
That shit trash, bro.
No, come on, I sit at the table with some of the best of them. I hang out and sit at the table with some of the best of them in Minnesota. So if you gonna talk your stuff, please let me know you're gonna bring it, because baby girl, I sit at the table with a little kid. I ain't gonna say she a little kid because she grown now, but I'm 35, she's 21. Izzy Rose will kill most of y'all on the mic. She's packing out shows. And that's a girl. A young girl. And y'all niggas be over here screaming over the mic, screaming all over the
saying the same thing as everybody else.
Extra stuff. And most of the time, I promise you, if you ever listen to an Izzy Rose song, I ain't never heard somebody say that they couldn't vibe out to some of her music, or catch a beat, or something that you love. That's the same thing that I try to give y'all. I give you a whole vibe. It ain't just me.
There's a question for you.
Girl, I can't rap or sing. She said, Red, do you rap or you sing? No, babe. I be around all the artists. I promise you. I can't. Just Will, Frats, DeMonte, some of the coldest Minnesota singers in the world, Whitney, Griffin, them, all the Free World Mafia. Boy, I got some of the ends to some of the dopest people in the world. But I'm not an artist in that way. Musically talented. I love music. I do think it is part of what makes life beautiful and peaceful. Definitely. Okay. I feel like music is the same way, just like with a picture. Like, I know that there are moments where I get feedback from some things that I've done where people is like, it made me feel some type of way. I've done colorful shoots. We've done gender bender shoots where it's like people don't expect people to accept things. And when people find out what I actually do in my corporate life, because obviously I keep my business life and my model life, my entertainment life separate, because that's private. I went to school. I want people to the same way I want you to respect what I do in entertainment. I need you to respect what I went to school for and the fact that I made education, and I think I push that all day long. Before you do anything else in the world, take your ass to school. Absolutely. Go to school. Make sure your kids go to school. Kids don't see that nowadays. It is important. People think that, yes, you can get on without you having a degree, but it ain't nothing wrong with you having that piece of paper standing behind you.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with you writing a paper and being able to educate yourself and being able to switch back and forth. Yes, I think that they make fun of me sometimes because I do tap into the both worlds all day long. I'm a half breed to the heart of it. My birthday is January 15th. I am what Martin Luther King fuck for all day long. My daddy joke about it all day, like half-breed jokes all day long. But I like the fact that I can transition and give both so that people can see you really don't know what I am, but I have a lot of things, so I'm around a lot of people, so I try to teach accepting. That's part of branding. A lot of people who are starting businesses and coming into entertainment where you got to be open-minded. You can't be judgmental. You can't judge another person's lifestyle because you never saw who you might need to sit at the table. You never know who you might need to sit at the table with. One conversation can change your life. And that one person who you thought may have not been your end may become your very best friend, because trust me, I've sat down at the table and I've had the opportunity to definitely say that I appreciate some of the people I've had the opportunity to learn from in this business.
That's what's up. So tell us a little about your lash and accessories. What type of accessories are you selling?
Hell, I started MB Lashes and Accessories, which the MB is for money bags. If you guys ever pay attention to my color schemes, like my favorite color is white. I love greens. I love gold. So I went with that. And then I kind of kept it up with the mask theme. So my boxes and stuff I put a lot of time and attention into my lash business, girl. I talk my stuff because, girl, every lash is not the same. But let me tell y'all a little inside about Red. Y'all know all the little beauty store supply lashes. When y'all don't want to spend $15, $20 with me on an individual lash, just know that I stock with the majority of all your hood stores. So thank you for shopping with me. I appreciate you. One way or another, baby. I told you was going to see me. But you know what it is because I think my energy is good. So with the business owners who are around here, your corner stores, your 7 Miles, your hair stores, I stay cool with all of y'all. Because why? I do individual lashes. I do makeup. My sisters and them do hair. My cousins and them is strippers. Like, I got ends on a lot of things. Like, you want to be cool with me? I might be doing your baby mama lashes. I might need to keep a secret or two for you at that party you was at with the beautiful red, huh? I see Shorty on Tuesday for that appointment that you just booked for her. So I keep my ends and I keep my business personal. I keep my stuff private. So people like being able to talk to me because they know what happens in Vegas stays.
Okay.
But with MB Lashes and Accessories, that is money bags. That's my baby. I love lashes. I feel like it's a finished look. It's something you put your lashes on it. I could bop with you. My friends already know if I'm going outside, give me a minute, because I'm a professional, baby. I can get them on in the world. I sell colors.
You remember that old saying with the credit card, never leave home without it? That's how I feel about my lashes. Never leave home.
I can guarantee you at any given time, it's about 6 pairs somewhere in my car up here. I done pulled off my eyebrow. If y'all seen I was late. Let me tell y'all what happened. My daughter has absolutely no sense of what I do in regular entertainment life. She be like, "Mommy, you a model." She be like, "But you finna get on there and you ain't got no eyelashes." So that was me and her going back and forth like, girl, it's been a long day. Let me have me a moment. Because normally to be 100%, I do try to keep myself on. I'm a walking advertisement. I carry 42 styles at all times on hand. But I carry up to 124 styles at any given time that you are able to get from me. I took MB Lashes, and from it being an individual hand-to-hand sale, and I more or less started doing wholesale. Because it's 95 girls around here who do lashes. Just to be honest, there's some talented women here in Minnesota alone that do lashes. A lot of my friends do lashes, and I'm not a person who does not like to support their businesses as well. But at the same time, girl, I ain't wearing nobody lashes but my own. That's
okay.
It.
Well, hey,
that's it.
I go right to my little
lashes and accessories, and for the last 4 years,
pop open the box in a minute.
That's me. And I'll tell everybody I specialize in big girl blinks. Them little lashes ain't for me. Now, I carry them for all my people who like smaller lashes. Don't get me wrong. I call them my classics or my Afrocentrics. Them is for my moms and my TTs and them who want to be able to make me do their lashes. They don't want I can't see behind all them old big old balloons you got on your face. They be saying all kind of stuff. Y'all gonna fly away with that stuff. But if you check my Instagrams, you check my Facebook, Red got some heat for you. You wanna know what make me mad? You know all them color lashes everybody is dropping. I had them drop 2 years ago, y'all. They've been available this whole time, so definitely tag back in.
Okay. Still got it.
But you know what? They
They
wasn't
just
easy to
got them. And let me
find.
remind you that my lashes are guaranteed 10 uses to 30 uses as long as you know how to properly care for your lashes.
They
Reusable.
wasn't easy to find though, because I like to do that, off the wall stuff, and I could never find them unless it was around Halloween. I like lashes
They
with
were
feathers.
vendor quality lashes. I had to find, so y'all know the girls who make wigs. I have a girl who makes my lashes by hand in Nigeria. So I got Nigerian,
Oh,
Siberian mink lashes. So I have two different brands. One is my Afrocentric brand, which that one's my little bit more puffier, full volume lash because I have a lot of my individual classics. So Red does both. I provide individual services to ladies on top of my facials and everything else. But for me, to be honest, on a day-to-day, because I have to change my hair and my look for my modeling or filming or that type of stuff, like I'll be shouting out some of that stuff before I get off the air, but a lot of my looks change. I don't always want the individual look. If you do, I tell people to stay with a classic set so that way you can apply you can apply a set of strip lashes on top of individual lashes to change your look. No
okay.
oil-based products. That's it. You just have to know how to care for your stuff properly. The baddest thing that I have known, unfortunately, about a lot of Minnesota lash techs, because they are self-taught, they don't know proper sanitation, they don't know proper care. So you do need to teach your clients aftercare so that their lashes are lasting. So I provide everything from A to Z. When I say MB lashes is everything lashes, I got your glues, your adhesives, your white glues, your glitters. I can teach you how to apply them, everything. I keep all of your own brand stuff so that you can make sure that I don't share tweezers, all of that. Like there are things that I try to make sure that is a quality service. Even when you come to me and you're just gonna set a strip lashes, you still get a full facial, you still get a moisturizing treatment, you still get extras. So you're not just coming to get a set of strip lashes with me, you still get a red experience. So I give
So
you a little bit more than you. So you still may not want to pay that $15 when you can go to the beauty supply and buy one of my
I
little
keep
$5
hearing you say
lashes.
$15. That ain't nothing.
It,
Are they tripping about $15?
Hold on, man. I'm talking about y'all getting $15 ain't nothing. Oh,
$15 with a full facial
oh,
and
for the
full
whole thing?
lash kit.
For the
I
Where
whole thing?
you
only charge
located?
$30. And I apply your lashes for you. You have a glue and aftercare kit included, especially for my first time customers. My first time customer, which is funny, your first time coming to me, I am not the person that you have to come to me back and forth. I want you to shop with me. The same way I tell people, because I do branding, I know how that feels when people be like, well, you can take pictures and brand from me, but then they want me to pay for your stuff. I will be mind supporting you and being your customer. But if I'm going to brand for you, I'm going to buy your stuff, then I might as well just be your customer. That's not how that works. Now we in business. So if I need you to come back and shop with me, but it's 45 girls that's also right here next to me to do the same quality type of work, it has to be something that sets me aside. So not only do I provide the type of lashes that I provide you with an additional service. I provide you with your care kits, and there are the things I teach you about lash care and all of that type of stuff. And then on top of that, who don't want to come sit down and talk to me? I got punchlines and shit for days. I'm funny.
So you giving out tutorials and education on all this.
Did
Like you
you
get
getting your
more than
You
money's
just
worth?
definitely can, Melinda. I'm telling individual lashes. The main thing that people be messing up when it comes to lashes is mascara. Unfortunately, ladies, I know that y'all love it, but it's the worst. It's your worst friend. Just when you don't have stuff on. Like right now, I got regular mascara on. I ain't got nothing on. Cool. And give you that fake look. When I be doing my bottom lashes, individual lashes, you know what's funny? They be thinking I have lashes on. It's just mascara. Watch my TikTok. I'm gonna do a TikTok
Okay.
on how to make bottom lashes look like your individual lashes, ladies. You don't even have to have bottom lashes on, because a lot of people don't know how to apply bottom lashes, and if you put them in incorrectly, it definitely can damage your eyes because they curl up into your eyes. So you need to be careful.
Yeah, I don't, and I do want to try it. I was like, I seen a couple of females and it looked really nice, and I said I would like to try
I'm
the bottom
about to teach you a little
lashes.
5-minute trick that look like you got bottom lashes on with some mascara. My big cousin Tacola, shout out to Trap Doll Makeup. She is one who when I go to the crazy costume stuff, she gets his face together. Her and Brielle are my two makeup artists. Also, Kayla from Gold Room. You guys go shout out my girls for my makeup stuff. They keep me together.
my
You
Two
shit.
of
know,
the other makeup
makeup
artists I
artists,
work
if
with,
y'all got
Essence.
kids graduating and going to prom, there you go.
And Red got the hook up on the makeup artist, baby, who not gonna have
My
eyebrows
shit.
over here.
My
Because
shit
y'all know
already. My shit already curly.
I
So
still got hair on
go
my
ahead.
eyebrows. So I take that very serious. Girl, I can't stand when they be like this. Or you see some eyebrows.
I call them
No,
bold
the
italic.
highlight should
That's
be
what I
done
call them.
correctly. It's important for a girl to know how to. If you are going to get your makeup done, make sure that you have a. Sorry, y'all, my kid.
Okay.
Y'all, that's Juice. She don't.
That's
She said I
just
work
you.
too much. Sorry.
So you have a
I
shop.
have a 7-year-old daughter, you guys. A lot of people don't know that either because, again, I'm very private about my child. But her name is Atea.
Okay.
She's bossy like a mama. That's it. We supposed
So
to be
you
going to the park and she ready to go.
actual shop.
But she made me lose my damn train of thought. Damn kids.
So she was saying you have a shop?
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
have
hear
a shop? Can you hear us?
Okay.
Can you hear
I
us?
can't hear you though.
You can't hear us?
You can't hear us? Okay.
I might be on her. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now? Oh, she
She
probably
probably
gonna go
gonna
out
come
and come back in.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, she probably having some dudes out here feeling a little bit like shit. I gotta get my shit together.
Intimidated.
Yeah, like I don't know how her dude is in a relationship. I ain't gonna really go too far with her, but I'm sure he either need to have his shit together or he probably be thinking like, let me keep up, you know, because she got a lot going on, man. She seemed like a superwoman. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean that's a what you call it? That's the vision that most women would like to have anyways, you know what I'm saying? I guess that would be like the independentness, the I can do what I want or what I can do. I can do it. Can't tell me I can't do nothing because I can do everything.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
And shut my sound out, you guys. I'm sorry.
Can you hear us now?
I was planning on being in the studio so that I could have me some peace and quiet, but to be honest, like one of my today, you guys, like I ain't gonna lie to you, like let me just shout out to some of my friends and my family because they going through some hard times. I lost one of my best friends just the day before yesterday. So Alexis, baby girl, you are definitely missed. Mama Kelly, Teresa, you guys, I'll see you shortly. But we've been friends since we was kids. Like I have a very small group of people that I would honestly consider my friends, but they're more like my sisters because we've been friends since we're 5-6 years old. Like I'm 35 years old now. So, for you to transition through life with women that way and then to lose somebody who is the same age as you is not, I ain't gonna say I didn't think it would bother me as much, but I didn't think it would be as heavy. And then, when you're in the entertainment life, like, and you're doing certain things, like people expect for you to just bounce back right away. And I know that I give that off most of the time. Like, hey, I got it, I'm good. But I think when you love people differently, it's a little harder. She's definitely somebody who is very close to me. So shout out to my friends and my family. Y'all know I got you all day long. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate you, baby. I just started noticing, like, I can see all of these people. So all the people who I haven't been seeing y'all stuff, I'm gonna go back and see it anyway. So I'm gonna comment and then I'll be sharing stuff afterwards. Like sometimes my interviews be like, but I'm a person who follows up. So follow up with me after on Instagram. You can definitely follow my page at The Beautiful Red. I'll make sure that you guys have all my links, all my information, everything that I have going on.
Yeah, because I was trying to ask you, do you have a shop?
I am revamping. So 2 years ago, I had an accident at the shop that I had open. It was out there in Bloomington. I had a scissors. I have a tattoo over it now, but I had a scissors go through my arm. And if you see my hand move like this, but to the side, my fingers no longer move.
Okay.
So being that I am a lash hair artist, it's hard. So I had to retrain myself, go through physical therapy, that type of stuff. In that time frame, I went back to school, changed the route, and finishing my master's with my business stuff now. So that's how I ended up with the dental school and doing all of that stuff, just kind of being able to get that time frame. But in the midst of me having my interview, like my injury, and y'all, I'm from the South. I'm sorry, I can't always pronounce my words unless I'm giving y'all red. So Andria can pronounce everything perfectly correctly if I'm thinking I'm trying to give y'all for real me today.
So you're not actually from Minnesota. You from the South.
I was born here, but all my family is from the South. We spent a lot of time down south. My
Okay.
mama's from Kansas. My daddy is from Arkansas. All my family currently also resides in Texas right now, though. So,
Okay.
yep, I have a lot of my brothers and sisters who are still here now, though. My dad is still here, but I have a lot of my siblings, my aunts, my uncles, all on my mom's side of the family. All of they are down south. So we is Southern born, definitely cornbread fed.
There's another question for you.
So how long should you keep your lashes on? I get individuals last 3 months. Oh, you got good lash tech, then, babe? You got good lash tech. Technically, you are supposed to go in for fills, I would say, every 6 to 8 weeks is what I tell my people to go in for, just for touch-ups. I'm a person who likes full lashes, so if you get hybrids or voluminous lashes, you're going to have to go on a little bit more because they're going to start to shed, and you're not going to want the wispy look. Because if you get the cat eye or the regular, then you can kind of, because how it sheds off in a more natural.
Mm-hmm.
If your lashes are done correctly, you will not look crazy as they shed off because they will shed in their natural form. So it's not uncomfortable for you. You know when your lashes are not applied because you can feel that, just like with strips, you can feel that pulling. But
Yeah.
3 months is good. Shout out to your lash tech. Mm-hmm. I ain't hater. Stay with it. Come out at me for times who I'm like, you know.
Yeah, Rhonda, I think you need to holler at her.
Rhonda, come see me. Longevity, you should at least be able to go a month. To be completely honest, individual lashes cost entirely too much for you to have to go every 2 weeks for refills.
And I
So
kind of told her that one day. I'm like, every 2 weeks. Wait a minute.
Miss
That
Londa ain't lying
costs
to
too
you,
much
baby.
to
She
be getting them done every
your
two
friend.
weeks.
She
They should
telling you the
have
truth,
covered
girl.
that.
Your lash information is important. Let me tell you. Shout out to my lash tech, Jamie, who was the lady who did my lashes prior to me becoming my own lash person. My nail guy is actually the person who got me into my lash business. He like, girl, all this crazy stuff you be doing, because they started coming out with individual lashes, and I just wasn't happy with how they was coming. At that time, I didn't know I could go find me a vendor who could create me some stuff, and I didn't know that you could make lashes by hand. I didn't know you could sew you some lashes on the stuff. Like, there are some talented people out here. So my nail tech, shout out to Donnie. He was my nail tech, y'all, since I was 11 years old. He get me right for all my rolls, everything. He is the first person to sit me down like, Red, I really feel like maybe you should tap into that. He's like, a lot of people watch what you do. A lot of people copy your hairstyles, copy your makeup looks, copy the things that you're doing. He said, why not put that out for yourself? He said, you're getting your makeup done all the time. He said, why not wear your own stuff? He was like,
Yes.
not a problem with that. And then at the time, my baby father has a clothing brand called MB251, which is some back in the day stuff. If y'all know, you know. We ain't gonna go there. If you know, you know. But that part of, I guess, our old lifestyle kind of took where we came from, and I tried to take it and turn it into not only something girly, but into an actual business. Not just, yeah, we come from the hood, but this is what we're doing with it now.
I
So
mean,
MB
and not to
is
mention,
money bags, which who don't like a bag of money?
and not to mention, why would you wear? Why
Who
would
don't
you wear
like a bag of
somebody
money?
else's? Why would
So
you wear
just like with a
somebody
bag
else's
of
stuff
money,
when you
I
got
give
your
you
own?
variety, because money gives you variety in life. Even though we may not always want to make it the point of what it is. Money is money. We do all of these things. I do everything that I'm doing right now to make sure that one day my daughter ain't got to do all these hours in this corporate and all this school and all these lash and all this stuff I got to do in between. This is for shorty not to have to sit there and say, I've been working since I was 11 years old and now I'm trying to figure it out. Somebody one day hit me like, girl, I think you need to do some other stuff. So now I have people coming with me with TV and podcasts and doing interviews, and I appreciate all of this stuff. Shout out to Dwayne Carl Pepper. Happy birthday yesterday, shorty. He is currently my artist helping me. Well, he's not my artist, so let me correct that. But he is an artist who is currently helping me develop my characters in film. Like, he pushing me and teaching me about coaching and acting. Like, I love that I have people who stand behind me and actually believe in me. Angel from Twin Cities Ladies Club asked me about the reality TV. She is teaching me to just kind of live in my truth. I have cameras around me all the time. So
Okay.
they're always there. Like, I'm always looking.
And I mean,
I'm trying to have a
not to
conversation with
mention,
my friend, and you right here. But okay, well, girl, look, okay, we gonna talk, because at least you know when you watching me, you getting authentic.
and it's like, why would you wear somebody else's stuff when you have your own though, right? Like, I mean, like you would. It was just like, well, you got
Let me
lashes, but
answer
you
that
wear
question
somebody
for
else's
you,
lashes.
because shout out to all the brands that I promote and represent. It is a
Okay,
support thing with networking.
okay, okay.
Dude, y'all may not wear lashes, but your girl do. Your baby mama do. The girl next door, the girl you may be talking to on the side do. Baby girl at the bar, dude. Great gifts. Great Mother's Day. See your mama to me real quick. I bet your mama ain't never felt as good as she done came down and said, I'm a red. Let me get it together for you real quick. People don't realize it's not with lashes and stuff. It's not just the same way with pictures and art. When I told them on the radio, y'all needed female energies because I needed them to understand that art is not just because you're musically talented. Art comes in so many different forms. I know music artists that can draw with the best of crazy talented. There are so many things that people don't get to tap into. You don't have to be in just one thing. So that's another form of art for me. I look at that. I think that being an artist is being multifaceted, being able to be talented in more than one form. Yes, sometimes you are not blessed with those talents. I'm not a person that I necessarily feel like has like a talent. I developed the things that I'm good at now. I went to school for them, or it's something that interests me, and I worked at being able to develop those talents. This radio stuff and interview stuff. Everybody tell me like you have a projected voice. Okay, so now I use it. Now I feel like I talk like a radio host all day long so that I can practice my gift. This I do feel like you get certain gifts. I can't sing to save the life of me, but I promise you, everybody be offering me to write me a song. Red gonna drop something. I'm dropping something. I will keep stepping outside of my box because I feel like, why limit yourself? The same way I'm teaching my daughter, you're supposed to teach your kids, like, don't limit yourself. The only person who can limit you is you.
Right.
Can I ask you a question right quick? I want to ask you a question.
Right now, I ain't in the ability where I'm trying to limit me right now. So I appreciate all the opportunities and things that people. There are a lot of things I have never done.
I want to ask you a question real quick.
I want to ask you a question. I've never done. I've been taking pictures for a long time. Again, I'm a private person. Half people don't even know half the things that I've actually been able to do. So again, my link tree provides all of my links. Again, you guys can follow me on all social platforms at I Am the Beautiful Red.
Hey, I want to ask you a question.
You can find me. The only thing that I tell people is I'm not a flexer. I'm not a bragger. Just in my real life, I have good days. I have bad days. Sometimes I make good business decisions. Sometimes I don't. I do pride myself on trying to make the best business decisions, though, that I can, especially as a woman, because your reputation is important. As much as everybody likes to say that it don't matter and don't care about what people got to say about you, care about what people say about you, because you should care about how you're reflected to the world. Care about how you're reflected to the world, especially in a male-dominated world. I work in the entertainment industry. I model for artists. I do lingerie modeling. I do radio with men. Again, I on an all radio show with nothing. I'm the only girl out of 7 boys, bro. I gotta be able to keep my big girl pants on because they don't treat me like no girl. Ain't no soft talk. First, here's some of the stuff that I am privy to say to. Shout out to my brother, but bro, like they definitely made me for it tough. Ain't none of that girly stuff. I'm not. I stump it out with you on my Timbs all day long. That's why I tell them I'm not your regular model. Boy, I hate heels. Like, y'all will catch me on fashion shows and runways, but I had a foot injury when I was 16 where I stepped down in a what's some things called? Storm drain on the phone with my now baby father on the phone. Stepped down in the storm drain and broke all my entire foot across. So heels are extremely uncomfortable for me. So when I'm doing them types of shows, I be telling people like I be in my mode, I be in my zone. Let me get my work done and let me get on up out these shoes. But girl, I'm a Tim Jordan hoodie wearing, basketball loving ass girl. I promise you, I'm so chill. Like the makeup stuff, the hair stuff, the pretty princess, that's all for camera. I'm chill. Like I'm really cool. Like people be acting like they scared when they see me in public. Like, first of all, the funny thing is people always say, I didn't think you really was gonna look like your pictures. I'd be like, what did you think that I was gonna look like? Like that surprises me a lot. So whoever be out there catfishing people, y'all stop doing that to them because they be thinking that when they see people in person that I ain't gonna look like I look. I look like this. Only thing y'all get is that y'all get natural red. Y'all ain't get no lashes and all the crazy red eyebrows and all of that stuff. But I still get it.
I think Boom was trying to ask you a question.
What'd you say, Boom?
Can you hear me?
I can't see you no more, babe. That's why I ain't see you talking.
No, I'm smoking. She don't allow smoking on herself, so I'm smoking.
You know what's funny? I did ask, guys.
Yeah,
gotta be respectful. Gotta be respectful. We appreciate
it. I want to know, did you I know you had said earlier that you had got into radio because your friend was like, such and such liked you, they liked you on there. But is that something that you wanted to do? Like, and if it is, then how you get into it? Like, other than that, like, what would be
I didn't
an
necessarily
approach?
know if it was going to be radio. I knew it was going to be something more or less along the line worth of interviews. I do a lot of community service as well. So, like, I work with the Ronald Day Forum people. I work with a lot of the newscasts and stuff, different events and stuff that's going around. So, I do a lot of interviews. I do a lot of hosting events. So, with my modeling stuff, that's kind of my main, like, avenue. That was the first thing in entertainment that I started doing, hosting local parties and all kind of stuff. Like, we ain't gonna go to that. But I host. You hire me, we can talk about it type situation. So I do a lot of event type stuff. That's really how I got into the interviewing process. And then with Gaza just was like, he was like your reviews is crazy because he like, you know what I'm saying? He like, I don't know though. Yana, you crazy. He like, I'm gonna need you not to be young so much with he said, give him some of that, you know what I'm saying? Give some of that girl stuff a little bit.
Right.
And he was like, have you thought about doing some other stuff? He like, people be asking him a lot of times, like when I first came on, like people was like, what else do she do? So I start having the idea, like, what else can I really do? Like, just, okay, now I'm reviewing my emails and like, realizing, like, okay, a lot of people have been offering me different films and different TV and different stuff. And then I'm on reality TV show and stuff already. So it's like, people are like, they offered it to me, but it take a lot for you to step from corporate and school into believing that you're going to be able to, I ain't gonna say not a friendly person, but I'm a private person. So talking to people in public ain't never really been my strong point. I don't know what it is. When the camera comes on, I'm an entirely different person. And everybody says that. In my regular life, if the camera comes on, I got a personality. So I feel like I'm a person who likes supporting people, and radio allows me to be able to step in a different way. I get a lot of people who offer being around for a lot of things, or people who don't get heard or don't get their talents heard. Radio gave me my own voice. So it wasn't something I planned on doing, but it's something I quickly fell in love with. Like, I could honestly say nothing matches the feeling that I get with modeling. Like, that's just my first love. Like, I could probably honestly say I love that shit damn near as much as I love my kid. Like, that's
So
my
that's
life.
your passion.
Yeah, that's my statue. That's my peaceful picture. I feel like that makes me part of what makes me me. But with radio, like, I fell in love with it. Like, I fell in love with the art of the question in the form, like the interview question and form. Like, I'm a learner. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a detail-oriented person. Sorry, you guys. I'm a detail-oriented person, like all the way savage. Cap. I'm a Cap. I'm a full-blown Capricorn. If you ever have studied astrology, I believe big into that.
Hey, what Capricorn are you?
Big
Like,
into that.
what part of Capricorn are you? Like, what's your birthday?
January 15th. Okay. Martin Luther King birthday.
You like at the end, but I give it to you though.
First of all, I am a national holiday. Okay, boy, power to the people.
Hey, I'm December
power. My daddy and my mama was over there messing with the people together. That was what they was fighting for. He wanted equality. Look, my daddy went and got him a half breed.
Hey, I'm December 29th, so I feel you. I just be having to make sure. I'm December 29th, so I be having to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Some people be trying to like etch in. You know,
you still a Cap too though. So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Though Capricorns are detail oriented people, and we don't like change.
We bring in the world, and we
I
in
set
that
my
bitch.
move for how I feel like things are supposed to be. Because of my hand injury, again, my hand works like this to the side. It does not work. Shout out to Bernicia Bray Brown and my little cousin Nokia Slays. They're the two to keep my hair braided. So all of my crazy hairstyles, you can find Bernicia. She is also a model. So I come from a family of this. Like, this is in us. Like, this is what we do. Baby girl is making her auntie proud. She did billboards and all kind of stuff. So some of the stuff that I haven't even been able to do, my baby instead already did. So shout out B. Your auntie. I am publicly proud of you. I'm not just your auntie, but I'm proud of my baby. But she's a talented braider. Okay. And then Nokia is my little cousin. She does my braids. She did these ones. So she keeps me on my quick little fast style. Shorty get it. Talking about a 15-minute hairstyle. 30 minutes, bro. You're out the door. Okay.
Okay. Wait. 30 minutes for some braids?
I put on a little extra crap in my hair, y'all, but for real, I got a whole stripe in my hair, and my hairstyles be crazy. So I don't like regular braids. I don't want nobody else walking around with my color. Y'all know my name is Red, so somewhere in there always has to be some type of red. People will never notice that, but if you ever look at my highlights, whether it's my iPhone, my watch, is something on me at all given times, so you know that that's me. Like, that's my name. I let y'all just recently got comfortable with letting people actually know my legal name. So be happy, people, because don't walk up to me talking to me. Do not walk up to me calling me Andria. I do not give off attitude in public, but unless you know me, I'm gonna give you red on 10 if you walk up to me and you approach me calling me by my actual name, because we don't do that. We don't do that. Even in, you want to know what's funny? I have my actual name, The Beautiful Red, license. My name is licensed, so my name is The Beautiful Red legally. I would hashtag you. You better ask them people. You have to watch your hashtags. I own mine. I am the only legal Beautiful Red in Minnesota. Period. So whether 50 states of the United States, I own this trademark, baby. I'm me. So keep it there.
Okay. Welcome back, Michael. Glad you came back. He's waiting to do the we're going to be talking about the Housewives and stuff tonight, so he's going to be joining us, and that's what he's waiting on.
Okay, I've been watching. I definitely been watching. It's been getting interesting. They be doing see, I don't be watching TV until me and you really start talking about reviewing TV and get. I've been kind of getting back into this. I be watching The Shy and stuff like that because, you know, like them is my little crush boyfriends and stuff like that. It be good TV out there now, though. But you know what's funny? I be getting all the little weird characters and stuff. I'm so tired of everybody walking up to me talking about you look like Donna from Black Ink. She fine.
Donna from who?
I get her a lot. I get her.
Donna from who?
She fine. Shorty is bad. My reputation ain't nowhere near like that. Let me get y'all that clarity down because y'all be getting that confused.
What TV show is she from? Which TV show is she from?
Donna's from Black Ink.
Okay, that Donna. That Donna.
The original one.
I know. Yeah.
What was the original Black Ink? New York. Yeah.
Okay.
New York. The one with the colorful hair and all that.
Yeah, she always has pink or blue.
And tattoos and all of that stuff. Yeah. I get it. I take it though. I get it. I give you all kinds of looks. The funny thing is, that's how I actually just booked one of my the film that I'm actually going to be working on for this summer. I'm not sure what my copyright rights are on that. So shout out to my cast and film. I will not release any information until I get their approvals. So, but Red gonna be on TV, y'all. So watch me. Like, I'm super crazy grateful because being proud of my Lash brand and putting like me into behind the day, like people really recognize me in business, being able to sit down and have a business conversation. I've done wholesale. I've done a lot of different background stuff that people really didn't think that you can be able to do. Like I tapped into a way different side of it. So it allowed me to be able to do different events, which from those events, we were able to post for my radio stuff. We were able to support my photographers and that type of stuff. So when you sit down with me, you definitely get an experience, but I know what I'm talking about when I sit down and talk to you. So I'm not disrespectful with it. I definitely make sure that I bring education, respect, loyalty to you in business, or whether we're branding or however doing stuff, know that you're getting a quality work. Like I told you, thank you for doing this interview with me. I appreciate you guys. Like that's support. We can't do nothing but networking. So ain't the only time y'all gonna see me on Miss Londa show. I'm gonna be back.
Hey,
definitely will be. I know Boom is getting ready to cut out because he has another show, and then he said that he is not about to do the Housewives talk with us.
Yo, Boom. So thank you guys for tapping in with me today. You guys, I am the model known as the Beautiful Red. Shout out Miss Londa and Boom. I appreciate you guys. Follow me on all social media platforms. I got a lot of stuff coming up. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Good talking to you, man. Appreciate you being here.
No problem.
So you guys, you can stick around. We're going to go into talking about the Real Housewives, Basketball Wives. Michael, I'm going to put the link up if you want to come up and join me in Red. You're more than welcome.
I'll tap back in. Give me just a few seconds and touch base with these kids, and I'll be right back in. No problem. I'll weigh in on some stuff with you guys tonight. It's cool. Thank you.
All right. Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all.
Thank you guys. Have a good night, everybody. All right, baby. Bye.
All right, you guys, we are getting ready to talk about Housewives. Hey, mommy, I'm not leaving. We're going to another discussion. We're getting ready to talk about Housewives, basketball wives, and sisters. Thank you, Rhonda. But you guys, I'm not leaving yet. You're welcome, Michael. Come on up if you like. All right, so I'm going to start off with, is anybody in the audience that watches Basketball Wives? You watch it, Mommy and Peanut? There he goes.
Hi,
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
You said what?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So,
Good.
you're up on this season of Housewives.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So let me ask you, what do you think about the whole situation with Sheree and
Oh, is it Tyrone?
yeah, Tyrone?
Yeah, so I think with Sheree and Tyrone, obviously Sheree, obviously with her previous husband, obviously there was obviously a lot of abuse and stuff. And I think, you know what, she's well deserved of a very good relationship. And obviously she thought it was going to be with Tyrone. And obviously, as we know, he does actually make an appearance on the show at some point. So obviously it is, I think like a few years ago, obviously like Nene and some of the other like who were on it still at the time were obviously very judgmental of obviously Sheree having a what they call a prison day. So it's like what we say, it's very hard situation, obviously, and especially at the current season, obviously, just like Sheree's like, obviously, he was meant to be coming to New York to see her and meet all the other ladies, but that didn't happen, and obviously he's like blocked her and all this stuff, so it's like, what the hell is going on? To be honest, I love Sheree and I feel really bad for her. I don't think she deserves, so hopefully we'll like see what happens throughout the rest of the season with what's going on with Tyrone. But it's just I just honestly feel really bad for Sheree.
Well, going back to what you said about Nene, and I honestly don't think that she was really being judgmental, because I don't know if you remember the season when Tyrone first came on the show and he was Dr. Love, and Nene tried to kind of tell her about him. Do you remember
Oh
that?
wait, is that the same one? Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, no, but well, yeah. If it is that, oh yeah, I do remember that one. Oh. Yeah, I remember now. As I knew they'd obviously they'd known of him for a few years, but I didn't realise. But yeah, but he actually fair enough then. But I do remember watching that, and obviously, I think at first, from what I know, he was probably very convincing at first, but obviously then Nene worked him out, and so obviously there's so he's clearly a very good compulsive liar when he he can tweet and like so I think so in that case then obviously I still feel bad for Shrek, but obviously clearly he's a very good liar.
So, do
But
you think that the reason why he hasn't made an appearance on the show yet is because, do you really feel it's because of his probation, or do you think that he's actually living with another woman, like Candy said?
I think him, because obviously which is, I think, right, because obviously, fair enough, if you're on probation and things, obviously, if you can't, if you don't have, like, legally, like, gone to New York to see her or whatever, fair enough. But, also, if Candy said that, it would be true because the streets talk. So it could be like, listen to me saying the streets talk, but but obviously like they say, like, if I know obviously there's a lot of rumours obviously that go on about all the housewives, but obviously some things will be true, so you don't know. So like Tyrone's clearly like a lover, playboy, liar. So I think it could possibly be true that Candy's right about him seeing another one, but obviously it could be his probation. But it's Dr. Lying Tyrone, so we'll just leave it at that.
But what about because she actually went to him and she was supposed to meet him, and she sat there and waited, and he never
For
showed
over
up.
and
He had
exactly for over.
he had the producers come to her and tell her that he couldn't make it because of a probation violation.
So exactly, so it probably is to do with that, obviously, as well. So probably more likely probation, but you never know. But and I feel, and obviously it was horrible for Sheree to be waiting there for over an hour. And it's like, but it happens to people.
I don't know. I think he's on BS.
Probably, definitely.
So what do you think about the beef with Marlo and Kenya and Drew?
Oh, so right. So them three, well, we should call. Well, I know she called Drew Sidora. Should call her Drew Sabora because she's boring. But
You think Drew's boring?
no, I think no. I mean, she's a lovely. Right, she's a good mum. I love her as it's just me trying to be a bit shady, but no, but I love her as a person. Like me, like this is a me. I've actually not from Atlanta, but I've interviewed a few housewives. I interviewed, I don't know if you've ever watched Real Housewives of Orange County, but I interviewed Elizabeth Lynn Vargas, who was on season 15. I've interviewed someone who was on one of the UK housewives, and I know kind of one of the Real Housewives of Melbourne. So obviously I know some of these housewives, and obviously I've grown up on watching them because my mum got me into all these shows and I love them. So my personality, probably partly to do with watching Real Housewives and reality shows, is very shady. So with Drew, I think no, it's which is right. Obviously, season 13, she came in. New housewife seemed okay at first. I know she's actually, to be fair, she's not, but she's very. I don't know. She's just there's something about her. She's just a bit bored. I mean, obviously, she's still brings the drama, which is great for the show, but she needs. It's just a bit. I don't know sometimes, but with
Do you think
Marlo and Ken,
they say they all be saying that she be lying? That
and obviously about the assistant and and all this, and it's like So I think she probably is if she is lying, she probably is lying a bit because obviously her and obviously Sheree have their issues and stuff. And then as you were asking about Marlo and Kenya, Marlo, I'm very happy for her that she finally got a peach, well deserved. Kenya, obviously Kenya's not happy about. Let's be honest, everyone knows Kenya is not happy about Marlo getting a peach. That is just period.
what does that have to do with Kenya though? Like Marlo, she's been waiting for her peach for
A
I mean,
decade.
I've seen housewives come and go, and she still hadn't had a peach.
Exactly, and I watched an interview recently where I can't remember who it was now, but she revealed that I think it was with a man that I know from USA called David Johnson, who does a podcast called Behind the Velvet Rope, and she was on it, and I think she said she was in I don't know exactly what season it was, but she was previously offered a peach, but she turned it down. So maybe she didn't feel like it was the right time and whatever. I don't know. But she did. She was previously offered one. Well, that's what she says. So fair and reserve. And I think, and with Kenya, I love Kenya. She's done with the Win Fabulous, obviously. But it's the thing of right. Just try and because sometimes they can get on, sometimes they don't. Just be happy for Marlo. You have no. Right, think about it. Marlo was actually on the show before Kenya was, if you think about it, because she was on. She had a bit of a cameo in it in season 3 in her store, and then obviously she was a friend on the show in season 4. So obviously she was on the show she's been on the show even longer than Tenya has actually, and obviously Tenya took a break in season 11. Obviously Tenya wasn't really on the show in season 11. So obviously, so there's not a bit. I think there needs to be a level of respect there. And I think she should be. I'm a bit like, everyone's entitled to opinion, but she should try and at least be happy for Marlo. If she needs to put on a fake smile and just be like, "I'm so happy for you." If she doesn't really even if the shade assassin herself doesn't even really mean it, but it's like, oh well, just like it's like Tenya's getting a check, Marlo's getting a check, to be on the show, so just be happy. And and plus them two arguing each other, it just makes more drama, more TV.
So how do you feel about Sanya? What do you think about her character? Froze. I think he froze, so I don't know if he's going to come back in or not. Rhonda, what do you think about Sanya? Sanya, I think that's her name. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't understand why she's it seems like to me she's being fake towards Drew, because I don't really see a reason why she had to start doing the things that she's doing to her. And I think that one thing I can say about Marlo and Sheree's conversation, I think that they might have been right. They were saying that she only invited Candy and who was the other person? Kenya, was because they have a lot of following. And I think that she's trying to get clout. So I think they were right about that. Scared to talk in private. Scared to talk to who in private? He's back.
Yeah, some bad. Sorry, I've internet connection issues.
Yeah, you froze for a minute there.
But
So we were
I'm back.
talking about Sanya.
Oh, Sanya. To be honest, I love Sanya from what I've seen of her. Obviously she's the first Jamaican, first Olympian, as obviously we know. And obviously, I think like a lot of the obviously other housewives have said, obviously she's sort of like she's like the peacekeeper, she's the mediator, which is good for like she like brings everyone together. Obviously, she has her issues with Drew, as we've seen. Obviously, because obviously she clearly has expectations for friendships, which is fair enough. And then obviously, as we see later in the season, her and Kenya have a bit of drama, and I tell you what, I think the most iconic thing from Sanya has been this season was obviously Lisa Wu obviously came back, cameo
Yeah.
appearance or whatever, and obviously her and obviously like one of the OGs versus the newbie. It's like, oh, Charles, it's like, oh, but but it's like what, Lisa like came back. It's like lovely. It's like obviously lovely to see her, but it's like it's like leave the new girl alone, honey. It's like, and obviously Sanya did stand her ground, but I think Sanya was a bit like, okay, like have some respect for her. She was on OG. I mean, obviously she's not been on the show for many years, but you know,
Yeah, I think she was in season 1, right? Or season 2.
yeah, yeah. See, I think she was on season 1, season 2, and then after that she was. I mean, she's made appearances obviously since then, but not for many years. So
Well, she probably came on with the attitude she did this time because I'm sure Sheree's been filling her in on a lot of the
drama,
the drama. So
the stuff, but it's just
Well,
like.
how do you feel about Drew? I mean, not Drew, but Sanya and how she's treating Drew because I think it's fake. I don't really see a real legit reason why. And just like Rhonda said, she doesn't want to have a private conversation with Drew, and I think it's because she knows like she has no real legit reason to really just be treating her the way she's treating her.
So yeah, I think because obviously I do obviously it is true because obviously there's this thing of like, well, Sam, you said like it's something to do with like obviously like obviously I think it is partly to do with if it is legit, it's partly to do with like friendship or whatever, like I think Sanya has a bit too high of expectations of her friends. That's just my opinion because obviously she's like, well, I don't think you're this and blah 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 blah, and it's like you can't just like you're a newbie. You can't just expect like this, like high expectations from people. As I think one of the things with Sanya is obviously, I think the issue was if it is a legitimate reason, it's very like, oh well, like you're saying this and and then obviously, I mean, right, the one thing I didn't like what Drew said, because I mean I kind of agree with it, but kind of don't. Obviously, she did call Sanya. Clout chaser, which I suppose from a in some perspective it's probably true, but then again, Drew calling someone a clout chaser is ironic because the fact that obviously you saw in the trailer that she threw like God biscuits at or whatever at Sheree. It's like, so Sanya's the clout chaser and not you, okay. But but to be fair, I think in some respects, it seems a bit petty what Sanya's doing, but also at the same time, I can understand like if like she feels like Drew's not being real with her or whatever. But like you said, the fact that they've not had a private conversation about it, so maybe she's a bit of a clout chaser, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a legitimate reason, and maybe she's just trying to create a storyline for herself this season. Who knows? But
That's what I think it is because I don't see nothing that Drew did. But speaking on Drew being a clout chase, you do know like Drew's been in movies. I mean, she's got a lot.
I know she's not that classic, but obviously, she's done. Obviously she does music like I do, obviously, and stuff. So obviously I respect for her that way. I mean, it's just because it's like no. The reason I'm saying that is because obviously Sheree, obviously, let's be honest, Sheree is the only housewife that has ever come back as a housewife for a third time, and obviously she was one of the OGs on the show. So obviously the reason I'm saying that is because obviously I'm not saying Drew's a clout chaser in terms of like, because obviously she was known before the show. Well, maybe not known to many people, but known.
You still throwing shade.
Chat, I promise. No, but no, with like when you talk about housewives, if you don't be shady, it'd be very like, oh, I like this person. It's like no, but it's like the reason I'm saying that is because the fact that obviously, as we've seen in the trailer, she threw obviously God biscuits at Drew. I mean, Drew threw like God biscuits or whatever at Sheree, and it's like, girl, don't be so because right. I get obviously she's obviously has to deal with rumors about Ralph and everything being gay or whatever, and it's like obviously I understand obviously that's a horrible, you don't want rumors spread about your husband, and obviously by her former assistant who was like Sheree's assistant obviously at the time, so obviously who apparently, I mean, let's be honest, Sheree probably doesn't always pay for certain things that she needs to, but she just made her own money. She has She by Sheree, which is finally coming out after all this time. Good for her. But
Yeah.
it's it so in the reason I'm saying Drew's a clout chaser is not because obviously she was known before the show slightly, but it's more the fact that she's like trying. Obviously, Sheree kind of came for her first, but also the fact she's coming for and throwing this bit. Obviously, Dod Biscuits at the one of the OGs who was the only housewife to come back as the third time as a housewife. So it's like it is what it is. That's all I'm saying.
So, Candy's my girl. How you feel about Candy?
Oh, you know what? I love Candy. Obviously, she's been there, since season 2. So I know people say that she's not. She's been there since season 2, not season 1. So she's not an OG. But at this point, let's be honest. Out of all the girls on the show, she's been on the show along this. She's never taken a break since she's been on the show. She's never like gone for a season and then came back. She, I love Candy because obviously obviously she does music and obviously I'm a singer-songwriter, so obviously I love music. And obviously she does all these different things, obviously she's been managed to start selling music, so obviously she's got her own businesses, a restaurant. I tell you what, I love Mama Joyce. You can't beat Mama Joyce either. She's got a great relationship with her kids, and she's a great mum. And especially this season, I think she's very, because obviously I feel like, because she's obviously still very genuine, still very, Candy, and she's being very real. And obviously she's trying to be I think she's been very welcoming to Sanya, and obviously welcome back to Sheree and stuff. And obviously she's got her own drama going on this season with Marlo, and I think Marlo was being a bit disrespectful about what she said, obviously about
her not being a good friend.
Yeah, and and obviously like Sheree was obviously saying like, oh, Candy's not being, and obviously Marlo said certain things that she doesn't. So yeah, but I think you know what, I know Candy, like she's been on the show since season 2, so so clearly holds her own, and she keeps coming back every season. She's been on the show since season 2, so she's there for a reason. Even if some people go, oh, it's
Don't
Candy,
like it.
and but you know what, I love her. She does bring drama, and and obviously she's obviously when I think if with her if we don't start none, there won't be none. Because obviously if you don't bring her drama, there won't be any drama. But she will gossip and whatever. So you know what, I love Candy, and I have 100 love and respect for her. So yeah.
Okay, so Marlo gave her nephews to the sister. What do you think about that?
Right. Obviously, obviously, I'm not. I'm not a parent or whatever. So, and obviously, obviously, she's like the multi. Obviously, obviously, well, So I think she's done incredibly well with the kids, and obviously that's probably one of the reasons she became like housewife this season, because obviously she, because I think what she's been doing for those kids is amazing. So I kind of understand them. She wanted a break, but like a lot of people have said, like in the comments of YouTube videos and stuff, the fact that the way she went about it is, I mean, I can understand, she needed a break because obviously they were being a bit of a menace or whatever, or like not doing what they were told, and I understand that. But then again, they've been through a very hard time, which is obviously Marlo knows that. So I think the way she went about it was a bit.
Rough.
But I understand that she needed a break. So
Yeah.
I
a
think
lot of people felt like she did it for she got the boys for a storyline.
Ooh, no, I mean, this is Matt. I may not say, but obviously she's clearly done a very good job with it, and I think that is. I'm not saying she got them for a storyline, but I think it's part of the reason that she became a. Because obviously, I mean, obviously we know Marlo for like fashion, or what she calls fashion anyway, and I know. I think honestly, I do think Marlo has a very good fashion style. I love her, and she's got a and I think obviously, but I think in previous seasons she was very good as a friend. But obviously, I think right first of all, I think it's well deserved that she's got a peach after being on the show for what, a decade really, or over a decade. And I think she's very well deserved. But I think that the obviously Michael and Will are the part of the reason why she got the peach this season. So obviously, I'm not saying she got them for them, but it is part of her storyline this season. Obviously, looking at the kids. So I think it just everyone's got their own opinion. I think it's just part. It just obviously just because obviously it's what's going on in her life at the moment. So I think it's part of the reason she got a peach, and it's part of obviously it is her storyline. I don't think she got them for the storyline, but then who knows? It's Marlowe,
Oh,
messy Marlowe.
so before we go, I want to ask you, out of out of the housewives that's gone, that's not on the show no more, name 3 housewives that you would like to see come back to the show.
That's a good question. So I think, this is definitely not Kim Zolciak because no, bye Kim, no more tardy for the party. But
Kim Zolciak, I kind of liked her.
I mean, I do kind of like it. Obviously, she was obviously a bit of diversity and obviously everything. But I mean, no, to be honest, I loved him. I loved watching obviously her, her show as well as the. But it's just like, oh, okay, no, I do like it, but no, I think Three Housewives that they should bring back is, hmm, I don't think Nene obviously to the lawsuit and everything, but I think what? I think Claudia Jordan is one of the ones that needs to be brought back because she, from what obviously I saw of her so many years ago, obviously on the show, I think she did definitely bring her own. And obviously, I think she did. I think a lot of people said she clearly deserved one more than one season. So
Yeah,
obviously, it's up to her if she wanted to. Obviously, if they offered her the opportunity, obviously it's up to her to come back. I think Eva, because Eva obviously she became a friend on season 10, then she became a housewife. So there was clearly something about her. So obviously she came through partway through season 10 as a friend. Obviously, then she was on, as a housewife season 11 and 12, and obviously she's on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip at the moment at Life Club. So there's clearly something about her, and I love Eva, and she's like got something about her that she's got this like great energy that I love. And then I think the third one would be, let me think. I think it would. It's hard. Well, obviously I'm glad that Sheree's back. Um, I'm trying to think of past Housewives. Not. Oh, you know what I think? This, like, I know she wasn't a housewife, but I think someone who could come back, like, like something about her. I think it made a very interesting concept if Latoya, who was on last, obviously season 13 as a
yeah,
friend, I
yeah,
think she would be a good housewife. And I mean, I don't know. There was something about her. I think she brought something to the show, and I think so. She could, if she was like brought back to the show, but as a housewife this time, like saying, like even season 15. Like, I mean, I know Drew wouldn't be particularly happy about that, possibly, but it is what it is. So
all
it,
right.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. So Claudia, Eva, and Latoya.
Well, Eva probably wasn't on there this season because she's got her that new show, Hills with
Ultimate Girls Trip.
Men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
But
probably why.
if she does come back, please. But obviously it's up to. But she's doing. Obviously, from what we've seen, she's doing very well on the Ultimate Girls Trip. So it's like, so she's clearly still doing. She's even though obviously it's the ex-wife club. This, the season 2 of the Ultimate Girls Trip. But obviously, she might not be an ex-housewife for too much longer. Who knows? But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right. So, do you watch Potomac?
Oh yes, I love Potomac. We should
Okay,
talk
so
all day.
I'll have to have you back when that season starts.
Yes, please. And obviously, I'm obviously going to be a proper guest in a few weeks. But obviously, as well, yeah, I'd love to be like tell you what Real Housewives of Potomac I will be there and talking about. It's like, what's going on with all those? Because I tell you what, I love Potomac and the and obviously Tara and obviously. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Robin because she actually I don't think Drew's boring. I think Robin's boring actually. Sometimes it's like
I'm
she's
tired of the
just
storyline with her and her. I don't know what to call them because it's like they live
uh
together, not together, then they're getting back together, then they're
oh
not.
yeah, one. It's like he clearly told one. I mean, obviously, I know it's not spelled the same, but one Dixon. He was like at one point in your life, so just move on. He's like one. It should actually be. It should. He's not. His name should be spelled as the number one, not like one Dixon. Like it should be like what he was at one point in your life and he's in the past of your life. Move on from it, or just like get off the show or something. I don't know. It's like it's but bye Felicia, bye Robin. It's like just either
Well,
because she says.
I tell you what, I know Ashley's man seems to be fixated on him. Fixated on him.
Yeah, and obviously, as from what we know, Ashley and Michael are getting a divorce, or maybe not. So it's like, so obviously, if they get a divorce, who knows what would happen? But we'd have to wait. We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
I hate that they got rid of Monique.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
think.
they
Yeah,
should have got rid of her.
I think. Yeah, I don't think either. I think with her, which is basically I interviewed because I used to do like an Instagram interview thing. I interviewed someone that was whose page is like about Real Housewives of Potomac on Instagram, and they actually know some of the housewives through the page obviously that. So I think obviously like we had a long discussion about it, and I think what happened obviously in season 5 obviously it was unfortunate. I love Candice, like obviously she's a musician, she's obviously she's obviously obviously I have respect for her. Like, what happened in season 5 probably shouldn't have happened.
Well,
But
I
then
mean,
again,
I applaud her because I mean, Candace asked for it. I'm gonna just say that. I
yeah,
feel like Candace picks, and then it's like she throws her rock, and then she goes and hides and wants to cry victim.
and it's like, and yeah, because it's like she's a very well, she is well known as an actress, so she's clearly a very good actress. Because it's like, obviously, like what happened in that season obviously was obviously unfortunate and everything. But it's like even in like season 6 when I loved it when Mia threw the salad. It's like I'm throwing salad at you. But it's like then again she has to do it because it's like in that point she only threw like a few bits of salad at me, but then obviously Mia like threw the whole salad at her. And it's like and then she's like, how dare you? And she's like, and it's like really? It's like well you started it. And obviously there was the other like what I can't remember what season it was when she was like having a go at Ashley and she's like I I welcome him into my home. I did for a beverage. It's like really. So this is what I mean. She does start, and it's like, and I get right. This fair. Maybe it shouldn't have got to, but obviously, but she did kind of ask for it, and it's like there's always someone at every season that she starts on, and obviously
Yeah,
maybe she started on Mia. Right. Obviously, maybe Mia shouldn't have told the music video low budget. Obviously, I'm a musician, so I know that obviously, like, there's a lot of work that goes into music videos and recording songs. But then again, Hannah, she's like, "Oh, your memory's low budget," and then she's like, "Oh, well, she told my music video low budget," and I was like, "Oh, Monique started on me. Oh, she's pressed counter charges." And it's like, right, I love tennis, but it's also like, it's like really stop playing the victim. Like you start it, but clearly she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that." Or this is what this is this.
do you think
It's
that
like
Giselle and Karen will ever get their friendship back on track?
I think. Well, because obviously we've seen, for what we've seen, like sneak peeks of season 7. I think possibly. I think with I think with Giselle. I think with Giselle and Karen, obviously they're very like both very very strong with it. Obviously, as we know, they knew each other way before the show started and whatever. So I think possibly, but possibly not because it's like I think Giselle was very disrespectful towards Taryn during season 6. Let's be honest, and as she has been in
Are you
many
talking
other
about when
seasons.
she was speaking on her and her husband, or speaking on?
Yeah, like with her husband, and obviously like and other things as well. And it's like, and I think because obviously those two will all be, but then again, we love this sort of like messy friendship they have with each other. It's like that 1 minute they love each other, hate each other, and it is good TV. I won't lie, but at the same time, it would be. I think it would be nice to get to a point where they can be civil and just like get on with each other. But obviously, then with the occasional drama, which will be good. Um, but it just obviously it just depends on. So possibly, but then possibly not because it's Giselle is 30 as hell. As in the words of Karen for previously, which she is, but she's also messy. And I'm not always the biggest fan of Giselle, but I do have respect for because obviously she's been on the show since like they say, it's like Real Housewives of Potomac still has 4 of the OGs on the show, so she's she's clearly there for a reason.
So where do you think Michael and Ashley are going? How do you think their relationship is going on?
I think from obviously what we know of,
Do you think he's just gonna finally come out and just say like, I just want to date men?
I don't know because obviously it's like obviously with the whole thing of the lawsuit with the cameraman and all this business. So I think possibly, he could be bi, could be whatever. You don't know. Maybe obviously, and I think what I think in some aspects, they do. Him and Ashley do have a great relationship, but but a lot of people can see it. Maybe he can't see it himself. So maybe it's like maybe right. First of all, maybe he's just joking around, which is obviously a lot of people joke around. But then
I don't
again, maybe at the same time
know
it's
about
not. But I don't think he's either because it's like so you got into a lawsuit for touching a cameraman, or whatever, and then it's like, it just so you never know. He might end up with one Dixon, and if he whenever
you
they
took
get
the
divorced.
words right out of my mouth because that whole thing when they were when they was at the engagement party and he was just like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, and then he said about the bachelor party that it was only gonna be him and Juan, and it's like, okay, Juan, you don't feel no type of way about that comment?
There's something. There's
Something's
clearly
wrong.
some. It's like, oh well, but I'm sure. If if we'll see what happens in season 7 or what happens after season 7. We don't know. I'm sure we'll find out what's going on with them. But maybe something's going on, and obviously I feel bad for Ashley. Ashley's a lovely, person. She's a bit messy sometimes. Let's be honest, it's Ashley, but obviously she's a good mom, but she does steer a pot a little bit. But so we'll see what happens with obviously Ashley and Michael, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Well, Michael, I would like to thank you for joining and talking about that with me this evening. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on your interview on was it the 24th?
Was it the
Um,
third of August? I think was it. I think
actually, it's August 3rd. So we will see
August
you
3rd.
on
There you go.
August 3rd.
Yeah, so I will be back. I'll be done with. So I'll be like Kenny. I'll be done with the Win Fabulous, and I'm back.
Gone
Back
with
there
the wind,
twice.
fabulous.
Yeah, I'll be done with it, and then I'll be back twice a bit. but
Okay, so
then, but thank you for having me as well.
you're welcome. So you guys, Michael will be back April the 3rd, and he is going to be discussing him being an artist. He's going to be discussing his autism and what else is it that you do again?
YouTuber. So talk about
Oh, and he
YouTube.
writes music. He writes music as well.
Yeah.
So you guys tune in August the 3rd. Michael will be back. And this is what Rhonda says. She says, thank you, Michael. You were great.
Oh, thank you, and
All right. So you guys, thank you guys for sticking around and continuing to tune in. You all have a good night. Peace.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.